5-game week with 13-0, 7-inning win here.
I mean, against an opponent that I say has really given us fits. They've given a lot of people fits over the years. They've played up here like the last 3 years. I think they beat us maybe a couple times in the midweek 2 years ago. Last year, looks like we're about to split, and we get a 2-out hit in the 9th, and I think we walk them off in the 10th or the 11th. And you look at their schedule. They opened up at home with an SEC opponent. They hosted West Virginia. They went to Florida State. So I always say, don't let the records fool you. We knew we were going to have to earn it today, and man, we did great. You know, it started on the mound. We threw a lot of strikes. I think we only had 2 walks in 7 innings. We continue to play good defense. Don't let the pitching errors fool you. We're a very good defensive club, and our pitchers are good fielding pitchers. We just had some funky, ugly errors, but we can clean that up. And then, you know, the 2-out hit was our friend. I say it often, the difference between a 0 or a crooked number is just 1 at-bat in an inning. And tonight, you know, Klein gives us the huge 3-run homer there with 2 outs, and then the following inning, I think we scored, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 runs, all with 2 outs. So we got it going there, I guess, second or third time through the lineup.
And on top of that, you've got to be pleased with the fact that against a team that's given you trouble in the past, have a bullpen day, and then you go out there and post a 0.
Yeah, because I mean they had runners on base too in those first few innings. So fortunately, we were able to get off the field. And again, I give credit. You know, we pitched really well. Got some young arms out there. Got Stark and Bivin, 2 talented arms in our program that just got off to a slow start this year, but. Man, we need to get them going as well as other arms. So I'm looking forward to tomorrow night where you get another opportunity to run some arms out there and play some other guys.
You've got a lot of bats in the lineup. They keep proving themselves today. Garret, Pike was one of those guys that kind of showed off what he can do with his triple and 3-hit day. Just talk about his play at the plate thus far this season.
I mean, it's a super talented hitter. We kind of know about his background and coming in with some accolades. But never, I love that this group that came in, with him, and you look at Byram and you look at Kamayu and the position players specifically, no entitlement. Like they wanted to be a part of something special. They wanted to help us get this thing back on track. They saw how close we've been. And so they're just having fun, and man, they're helping us win. And we're getting production from those 3 guys that I mentioned, and which kind of leads into those transfer portal arms as well that are giving us good innings and good outings. But we say it all the time, we need freshmen, arms, especially in college baseball and in our program with the way we recruit. So love getting Crawford out there, love getting Schweitzer. I think that was his second time out there. And then Everly's been really good. So get those young guys going, and maybe we get a few more going tomorrow night.
Garret talked a little bit about, you know, the pride there. All the outfielders were taken in the defense. He obviously makes the one diving catch out there, but you know, he talked about, you know, even whether it's, you know, batting practice and not letting the ball hit the ground and all those type of things. Can you talk a little bit about, you know, just what those guys have been able to do defensively out there this year?
It's Coach Vrabel does a great job with the outfielders. Like we talk about the catching fraternity, the outfielders have that nice fraternity. There's healthy competition out there where any one of them, you know, if we say we have 5 starting outfielders, as we get Eddie back in the mix, all 5 can play center field, and we rotate them, and they can play all 3 spots. So there's a standard. As the head coach, they know I don't like the ball hitting the turf. I think we're going to catch most balls that go in the air, and we've had great outfield play for years. So it's nice to get a diving catch out there, and I could tell you the outfielders were as excited as anybody. You know, Moore and Rose and Lippy and Eddie, you know, when Pike made that catch. So, but it's because they work hard. The tradition we've had of great outfield play is obviously talented kids, but man, they get after it. We power shag, we take pride in our BP and first step and going after balls, and almost to a fault sometimes where we got to keep guys healthy, but that's why they're so good, because they take a lot of game speed reps, and I guess one of our phrases, championship reps, man, the outfielders definitely live by that.
How is Eddie doing, by the way?
He's close. He's really close. The BP looks good and the swings look good, and, you know, it's just try not to rush him, you know, just so he could stay healthy for the rest of the season. We're about to start 10 weekends of ACC play, and so you hope that means you got 14 to 15 more weeks of baseball. You just don't want another setback, because he had one before the season started, and then once you get that second one. So we're just being conservative and smart, but the swing looks good in BP, and that's going to be a nice jolt when we get him back in the lineup.
With ACC play kind of around the corner, I'm curious how your Saturday starter Parker's doing.
We're getting all those tests done this week. There's no way we're going to rush him this time of the year, really at any point, but especially this time of the year. So as young arms are stepping up and throwing, it's just like we did when Eddie went down. Somebody had to step up, and Pike and Lippy step up, and so same thing with the pitching staff. We just need guys to step up right now, but we'll hope for the best, and let's see what the results come out here in the next few days.
Runs up on the board. That's a fun day as an offense. How does it feel to be rolling through the game like that?
Yeah, it was good for us to get going there. We had a little 2-out rally there, which is good to see. Just putting together a good inning with 2 outs, hit after hit, kind of stacking it up. It was good. Good feeling, especially going into ACC weekend.
You had a nice day yourself at the plate. I think three hits, had the triple. Does the ball seem kind of big for you right now?
I've been in a little bit of a slump. I've just been trying to stay consistent and keep competing in there. I had 2 of them drop in there, so it's just baseball. It's give and take on any day. What you might feel good about is just kind of trying to stay level-headed all the time.
For you specifically, what has the transition been like for you from your previous stop?
Yeah. He's talking about previous school?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's been good. It's been pretty easy. The guys are good. The coach has been awesome. Working with Coach Schneider's been a lot of fun. Kind of figuring out what I'm going to do. Just different stuff. But yeah, it's been super easy, super smooth. The coach has been awesome.
Can you talk about the pride you take in your defense? It's a great catch today. You've had some other really good ones, earlier in the year with a great, turn and throw to third base to get somebody. Just made a lot of outstanding plays here earlier in the year.
Yeah, it's not just pride I have, it's all the outfielders. We take pride every day in practice. We're constantly pushing each other. At ball drops in BP, we're like, you got to catch that. So it's a high level that we hold ourselves to, and the accountability's been really good, and it's a lot of fun to play out there. Nothing's going to drop when we're out there running around, so it's fun.
You guys are getting close. You got one more game until you enter ACC play, but when you look at the lineup and throughout the season thus far, you're seeing guys up and down 1 through 9 coming up with big hits. What's that say about this offense and what you guys potentially do in the ACC?
Yeah, there's no down in our order. There's no down in our bench. Anyone can play any day, and you've kind of seen that. We're extremely deep. We have a lot of gritty hitters in there that I would trust any one of these guys in a big moment to go get the big hit. And that's kind of how it's been so far. 3 walk-offs. I think it's been 3 different guys. So top to bottom, anyone can go get that big hit at any time.
Not to look beyond tomorrow's game, but what do you think about the start of ACC play coming this weekend?
Yeah, it's exciting, especially for me. It's going to be new conference teams I've never played before, but I think that we're ready. We're prepared for this. We've had some good games, pieced together some good innings, so it's been good.